10 iconic Chinese dishes that shine in the culinary world. Known as one of the countries with the most unique culinary traditions in the world, China always leaves people puzzled when asked about the best dishes from this populous nation. The cuisine here is famous for its vibrant colors, enticing aromas, and flavors that captivate the soul. Due to its diverse cultural heritage, Chinese cuisine is often divided into 8 different regional styles that are spread throughout the country: Sichuan, Hubei, Shandong, Zhejiang, Fujian, Anhui, Guangdong, and Jiangsu. Each regional cuisine boasts its own distinctive dishes that have made a name for themselves and attracted the attention of people worldwide. 1. Sweet and sour spare ribs. Sweet and sour spare ribs are visually appealing with their bright orange-red color and delicious sweet and tangy taste. This dish is highly favored by the Chinese people, especially during hot summer days, thanks to the refreshing sweet and sour sauce combined with perfectly tender spare ribs. If you're a fan of sweet and sour spare ribs, don't miss out on another version of it when you visit Fujian province, lychee pork. This dish might be relatively new to Vietnamese people, but it's quite popular among food enthusiasts in China due to its natural sweetness from lychee and the incredibly tender meat. To achieve that special taste, the meat is lightly scored on the surface to allow the sweetness to penetrate and soften every fiber. Another interesting fact is that initially, this dish was only about stir-frying regular pork. However, over time, its popularity has spread throughout China and even to other Asian countries. 2. Peking Duck. Peking duck is a world-famous dish from the capital city of Beijing and is considered one of China's national treasures. This dish is loved for its succulent meat and crispy skin. It is traditionally served with pancakes, scallions, various herbs, and a garlic and chili dipping sauce. With its distinctive and irresistible flavors, Peking duck has become a must-try dish for anyone visiting the capital of China. Peking duck was once a dish served in the imperial court of ancient China. Since the 1970s, it has become a diplomatic cuisine, after being served at important banquets hosted by Premier Zhu Enlai. One of the reasons for this special treatment is the high praise given by foreign heads of state and government officials for the exceptional taste of this dish. 3. Kung Pao Chicken from Sichuan. Kung Pao Chicken is a famous specialty dish with Sichuan-style flavors, loved by both locals and Chinese tourists. The main ingredients of this dish include diced chicken, dried chili peppers, cucumber, and stir-fried peanuts, or cashews. There are many different stories about the origin of Kung Pao Chicken, but many believe that it was inspired by a former governor of the Sichuan region during the late Qing dynasty. It is said that he had a fondness for sweet and sour chicken when he was working in Shandong province. After relocating to the spicy and flavorful land of Sichuan, he requested the addition of chili peppers, peanuts, and other characteristic spices to create this captivating dish. 4. Spicy Hotpot from Trung, Sichuan. While we can have Hotpot anywhere in the world, if you want to taste the authentic spicy flavor, then the Trung or Sichuan spicy Hotpot in China is the #1 choice. Like all other Hotpot dishes, the secret to the distinctive flavor of the legendary Trung, Sichuan dish lies in the broth. The broth of this dish is usually seasoned with super rich, super spicy spices and is eaten with familiar ingredients such as beef, seafood, and fresh vegetables. In the past, the Chinese used to prefer eating this special hotpot on cold winter days, but nowadays, this hotpot is available all year round and always plays an important role in family gatherings and reunions with friends. Eating hotpot in general is a great way for everyone to come together, start conversations, and enjoy a joyful meal after a period of hard work and studying. 5. Spicy Mapo Tofu, Mapo Doufu. Another famous representative from the spicy land of Sichuan is Mapo tofu. This dish, with a history of over 100 years, is usually cooked with tender tofu, minced meat, and a spicy sauce made from fermented black beans and chili bean paste. According to legend, the creator of Mapo tofu was an elderly lady named Mrs. Tran, who lived in Chengdu, Sichuan. The name Mapo is derived from the word ma, which means pockmarked, and the word po, which means lady, because it was rumored that Mrs. Tran had many pockmarks on her face. This fragrant and spicy dish quickly became one of the popular delicacies in many places and has many unique creative variations. Don't hesitate to try this spicy and flavorful tofu dish when traveling to China. 6. Dong Fa braised pork from Hangzhou. Dong Fa braised pork is a traditional braised pork belly dish from Hangzhou, created by the famous poet and gourmet, Dong Fa, during the Song dynasty. To achieve the authentic Dong Fa braised pork, the cook must be extremely careful and meticulous in every step, from selecting and cutting the pork belly to seasoning and controlling the cooking time. Once completed, the Dong Fa braised pork dish will appear as a flavorful piece of tender pork belly that is melt in your mouth without being greasy. Thanks to the unique flavor from the Hoang 2 yellow wine and the moderate cooking temperature, this braised pork dish has conquered millions of people and become one of the legendary dishes that no tourist on a Chinese tour should miss. 7. Xiao Longbao, Jiangsu. Xiao Longbao is a type of small steamed bun from China, cooked in bamboo baskets and filled with soup inside. The most common filling for Xiao Longbao is pork, but there are also many variations with beef, seafood, and vegetables. At first glance, this dish may not seem too special and may appear similar to other types of buns or dumplings, but in reality, it is an art that requires skillful craftsmanship from the preparation to the serving. When wrapping this dish, the chef must carefully create a light and delicate soup filling and wrap it in the bun. Then steam it at the appropriate temperature. In this process, the use of fire is crucial because if the fire is too high, it will break the thin dough, while if the fire is too low, the filling inside will remain raw. When it comes to the diners, they must be extremely careful when picking up and eating these soup-filled buns, savoring the delicious soup without breaking the thin and soft dough. It's quite intricate, isn't it? And there's another astonishing reason why Xiao Longbao is famous. It was a dish that intoxicated Emperor Qianlong. Therefore, don't miss this special delicacy when you visit Jiangsu or Shanghai in your China tour. 8. Phuc Kien Buddha jumps over the wall. Buddha jumps over the wall. What an impressive name, isn't it? You heard it right. This is indeed a specialty dish from the Phuc Kien province in China that caused a stir among the nobility when it was first created. It is a luxurious soup with a complex cooking process that takes about 3 days to prepare and requires over 30 rare ingredients, such as sea cucumber, abalone, sea cucumber, scallops, Phuc wine, and goat feet. Because it is a dish made from all these rare ingredients, it quickly became known as a nutritious and exquisite delicacy, to the point that a poem was composed to praise its perfection. There is a line in the poem that says, "Even Buddha would jump over the wall to come and eat it," and from there, the name, Buddha Jumps Over the Wall, was born. There is a funnier note that often accompanies this dish. It is not recommended to eat it in the summer because it is so nutritious that it may cause nosebleeds. 9. Fermented bean curd of Zhejiang. When it comes to Chinese cuisine, we can't forget the unique dish of fermented bean curd from Zhejiang province. This is a quite bizarre dish as it is fermented until it develops a pungent odor, before being processed into different finished products such as fried fermented bean curd, mala fermented bean curd, and more. This special dish has been compared to blue cheese from Italy by Westerners because people often find its smell unpleasant, but food enthusiasts adore it with the criteria of the more fermented, the better. 10. Gourd Candy. Gourd candy is always regarded as the national soul and quintessence of the Chinese people, as it constantly appears in the historical films of this country and is also present throughout the modern streets of China. It is a popular street snack made primarily from fruits coated with sugar and skewered on long bamboo sticks, creating an enticing culinary delight. For the Chinese, this childhood treat holds a special significance. It is believed to be a symbol of luck, goodness, and the promise of a prosperous and happy life for those who consume it. In ancient times, it was even considered a miracle cure for mental illnesses, a belief that has been passed down from generation to generation. Eventually, it transformed into a delicious street food that appeals to people of all ages, including tourists on China tours. Even to this day,